Good afternoon, you sports gamblers. Today is Friday, December 10th, 2021. It's Raphael Esparza from DocSports.com giving you another episode of Ask a Bookie. That's right, it's December 10th. It's the weekend. Hopefully, everyone's going to have a great weekend. Hopefully, we can continue cashing tickets as we're still cashing NBA tickets, looking for a baker's dozen tonight. Hopefully, you guys all have jumped on board. Had some nice NHL winners throughout the week, some small college basketball winners throughout the week. Horrible free play last night as the Pittsburgh Steelers just couldn't get anything going in the first half. Granted, the second half they were outstanding. Almost got to cover last night, but that last play of the game was brutal to watch if you had the Pittsburgh Steelers plus the 3.5. But we'll bounce back. Hey, KC, Nick, what's going on? KC, hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. A whole bunch of stuff we'll dive into, unless you guys have other things you guys want to dive into. But there's NBA. There's a small and college basketball card today. There's UFC 269 this weekend. There's Lomachenko boxing fight this weekend. Then we have Army Navy tomorrow, NFL on Sunday, a great Monday night NFL card. So a whole bunch of stuff we'll talk, and we'll dive into that Monday night game on Monday's show. Don't forget, Ask a Bookie show is 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, thanks for everyone jumping in. Thanks for everyone watching. Chad, how's it going? Many did they very best do what they did? I mean, I have nothing to say but shame about Minnesota. I just thought Pittsburgh was a better team, especially on the defense side of the ball. And boy, that defense looked just gassed out yesterday. So anybody who had Minnesota that told me on my YouTube free play that my play stunk, they were stinky, hats off to you. My play did win, plain and simple. But Minnesota won. We move on. Hopefully, we cash our free play ticket today. So hopefully, we'll bounce back on that one. But let's get going with our NBA free play. Let's get that out of the way right now because we are talking about the NBA. We're going to take the Phoenix Suns -4 now. This one was all the way up to 5.5 this morning. I know there's no Booker, but I'm just not sold on Boston as of late. They're struggling. Their bench has not played well. Phoenix still has some really good pieces on there. I'm going to take the Phoenix Suns -4 now. This one was 5.5. Like I said this morning, I was looking at Phoenix, even almost laying the 5.5, but now the other side has come into action. I'll take a stab on the Phoenix Suns -4 today. So that's our NBA free play for you. We'll bounce into our NFL free play a little bit shortly, but I'm just going with the line movement here, fading the public on this one. I know Ayton's probably he's questionable. He's got a little illness going on right now, but I did hear he's about a 50% chance of play. And if he doesn't play, I still think Brown is out for Boston. So I think that washes kind of each other out. I still like the way Phoenix will be able to play at home. So I'll lay the -4 with the Suns. Just in case that Ayton doesn't play, then maybe I'll wash this out. But I'm just playing with the line movement, getting the Phoenix Suns of a very small number at home, -4 on that one. So again, I know people are going to bounce back and say there's no Ayton tonight. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm an idiot. But I'm just going with the drastic line movement on it. Like I said, almost 2 points on that one. We'll have the Suns laying the -4 tonight, so hopefully we'll get that free play for you. I actually now I kind of like the under in that game as well at 215, 214, especially if Ayton does not play. I think that would definitely kind of an underplay, just a slower pace game probably for the Phoenix Suns. But that's my NBA free play for you guys. We'll bounce back into our NFL free play a little bit shortly. But like I said, let's dive into the only college basketball game, and one of these days I will attend the Army-Navy game. It's just one of those games that I would love to attend, even though every time I'm watching on TV every year it's either snowing or raining or cold or windy, and this one we're going to have rain. It's supposed to be like in the 60s for this game to kick off tomorrow. Probably going to be raining. I think there's a 90% chance of rain, wind all over the place. That's why the total was 34.5, and I probably will still think there's value on the total because I think the last 15 times games, all 15 have gone under the total. I think the last 18 games, 15 of them have gone under. So we're not going to see that many passing in this game. So if you like quarterbacks that like to pass the ball, this is not the game. This is one that's going to be exactly like what we saw Buffalo and New England. So I think now that the line movement has pretty much moved it, I was leaning towards taking Navy on this one plus 7.5. I was hoping it would get moved up to 8, but now it's pretty much 7s all across the board. And a 6.5 popped up about 15 minutes ago before I jumped on the air. So I think there is still value, a little bit value on Navy plus the 7, but if this one continues to drop, if I can get Army 6 points or less, I might have to try to get a middle on that one, just because I think that number was come down to. I would not be shocked if this is a very very close game. I know last year was 15-10, no offense from Navy on that game, but I'm gonna wait to see how low this one goes. Goes 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, so you have plenty of time to get on that one. So looking to interesting to see how low line. Like I said, 1-6.5 right now in the Navy Army game, and that's at Caesars/William Hill/ whatever they want to call themselves now these days. Pretty much everyone else has 7 on that game, and the total is 34.5, 35. Would not be shocked if this closes around 34, just because if they show the TV tomorrow in a game and it's already pouring buckets and the wind is blowing, I can guarantee you that's probably gonna dwindle away on that number. So we'll dive in. Like I said, it's the only college football game. Ace, what's going on? What's your thoughts on the Knicks Charlotte today? Was looking to play there's a Charlotte's today plus the 2 as of last night. They quickly dwindled away, so I didn't like it, so I probably passed on that one. The Knicks game against Toronto, there's another game I was looking to play the Knicks, but I was hoping to get a little bit more points. I didn't want to lay, was it 1.5 now? I was hoping to get the Knicks, they maybe +2. I know WinBet has +2. Everyone else has 1.5. I'm going to wait to see how high, if that number moves. I'm actually looking to play the Knicks. Charlotte, no opinion on that one. It's pretty much dead on that one. I thought the total was a little bit too high. Total opened up 227.5, got bet all the way up to 231, 231.5. So that's something I might have to take. If it moves to 232, I might have to take a look at the under in that Kings Charlotte game. Pringo, what's going on? Do you have any side on the Nets game tonight? Not really. I mean, isn't KD still out for this game? I don't do that much research on that game just because I thought he wasn't playing. I think that's why I passed along on that one. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Hold on. Yeah, it looks like they say he's probably going to play this game. If KD plays, which I'm hearing now that the injury reports that I'm looking at injuries, if that's the case, then I might take a look at the plus points, +2 with the Nets. If he doesn't play, then I would say probably not on that one. They had a tough loss the other day, especially against Houston. So I would probably look away. But if KD plays, like I said, I'll dive into that, make sure he's playing or not before that. If he does play, then yes, I'll probably look at taking a Brooklyn plus the 2 on that one. Thanks for the question, Pringo. Robert, based on your experience, how much would you have to make off a sportsbook for them to start limiting you? Well, my philosophy, Robert, on sportsbooks limiting you is they limit you when you get greedy. They're not going to limit you if you win 550 to win 500. Let's say if a game is $1,000 on a game, why would you keep on pounding 1,100 to win 1,000, 1,100 to win 1,000, and you start winning? That's when they limit you and bar them. But if you're not too greedy and all that, if you want to bet 550 to win 500 and you win a couple bets, that's really not going to hit their radar, because if that limit is $1,000, it doesn't going to need an approval, and they're going to see who it is and all that. So sports gambling, it's based on what you want to do before they bar you. You don't want to pretty much poke the bears. I used to say that there were handicappers and guys that I would see in Vegas that would be, I don't want to say crush us, but would win a lot of times. And the reason why they slid under the radar is because they weren't hitting the max bet. If they knew a game was 2,000, they weren't going to go 2,200 to win 2,000, wait for the line movement, and then bet it again. And then if they win both of them, then of course now your face and your name is on their radar, and they're not going to limit you. But if a limit is $2,000 and you bet 550 to win 500, they move a number and come back and you bet it again at 550 to win 500. Even if they cash it, your name is not going to be on their radar, because that ticket probably didn't come up with an approval for that $550 bet. It's all about making sure you just, I don't want to say slide under the radar, but just don't piss off the sports books. If you beat them and all that, and it's because you kept on pounding their limits, and of course they're going to limit you. So I've seen it red-handed. I've seen it all the time when I was behind the counters in Vegas, that I would see good handicappers knew our limit was, let's say, 5,000 on a college football or a college basketball total. And they would only bet it $1,000. If they move it, then bet it again. If it doesn't move it, then they move on, or maybe go to another place and bet it. But why would you why would you keep on betting it, putting your name and your face on their radars for them to limit you? So that's what I would do, Robert. And I've told that to many cameras. That's what you see on social media. Oh, I got barred in this place. So why did you get barred? Well, they said I can have 10,000 and I bet it twice. And then they got mad because I bet it twice. And why would you want to do something where, let's face it, pretty soon all these sports books, there's only going to be 5 books in the United States. It's probably going to be DraftKings. I would not be shocked if FanDuel and DraftKings one day merge together. MGM, Caesars, and a couple other books. It's going to be pretty much 5 or less sports books in the United States. I would say probably in the 10 years, we'll see probably big mergers and stuff like that. So just be very smart when it comes to sports gambling. Why would you burn your place where you're doing good and piss them off so they limit you? Thomas, thank you for joining on AMD. I guess you're part of the IC Teaching channel. Again, still don't know what the IC Teaching channel. I keep on asking him, and he never tells me what the IC Teaching channel is. But Thomas, thanks for joining on. And we'll dive into some NBA games. There's only a small games that I don't want to say limited. Put a little radar on my stuff. I thought Milwaukee, Houston, the way Houston's been playing, how do you not look at them? The Houston Rockets plus the 9 on this one. I'm waiting to see how high this one goes. Opened up at 8. Quickly got moved up to 9. So I'm going to see how high this one goes. So I'm looking at that one. Again, my play at tonight's game is in the Detroit New Orleans game. Looking for a baker's dozen. That's right. I still can't believe I hit 12 in a row. I don't want to blow that up and make a big deal out of it. It's just some of it was luck of the draw. I'm not going to say I'm the greatest handicapper I can't believe how I cashed my Chicago Bulls ticket the other day with the injury late and scratching that, but the Bulls came out in the second half and had a great game, so we cashed the tickets. We had the Laker game under. The whole game looked like it was going over, and then the Lakers scored 16 points in the fourth. So thank you, Lakers, for us to cash that ticket last night. But that's when, like the Lakers OKC game over, the Lakers gassed out. They have not been playing good defense. Oklahoma City's offense has been really well. I think their last 3 wins, their offense has been clicking. I thought that total opened up a little bit shy. I thought it was going to be 219. Opened up at 215.5. Quickly got moved up to 218. So I think that one should be a very interesting aspect. I think that one again flies over. Robert, thanks for the insight. Hope thanks for the answer. Yeah, Robert, that's like I said. Just be smart when you come to sports gambling. I just seen it so many times. Another thing, if you live in Vegas or stuff like that, and you're betting at a book, introduce yourself to the book director or the odds maker and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to be betting $1,000 or $2,000, stuff like that. Just introduce your stuff and all that. They're going to be appreciative and all that. And instead of just trying to kill them, we want all your money. We don't want your money. And then that's how you get on their bad radar. So that's a great question too, Robert. So I'm glad someone asked that question. So like I said, it's true. I've seen it million times. I did it when I was a sportsbook director in Vegas many times with other customers, knowing that they weren't burning me. And then I would pull them aside. Hey, you want more in this game? I know you just bet it for $1,000. We need the other side on this one. I'll give you 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, whatever, how much you want. And it's just like I said, it's just being respectful. I think that's the biggest one. So, Robert, thanks for the great question. Keep on firing away, boys and girls. Like I said, we'll dive into more NBA games. What was the other one? Cleveland, Minnesota. I would think probably one of the better games of the night. I'm really excited to watch this game. Both teams, I don't want to say are some big surprisers for me, but I like I said this before to you guys, I'm really shocked and excited how good Cleveland has been so far. I mean, I know they're 14-12. They're not going to win the or the NBA championship, but they're just fun to watch. They've covered 9 out of their last 10 games. Minnesota, when they're healthy, they play some really good ball. I know they're struggling at home. I think they're less than 500 at home, but I just really like the way that Cleveland, the other day, they beat my Bulls 115-92. I know the Bulls were shorthanded on this one, but they're, again, fun team to watch. And their offense is fun to watch, too. They hung around against Milwaukee that day a couple weeks ago, or a couple of days ago as well. So I'm really excited to watch this game. I know, but like I said, the T-Wolves, I think they lost, 4 straight coming in this game, but they played some tough opponents. Utah at home, they got waxed, gave up 136 points, but I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. I can't wait to watch that one. Should be excited, but I'm leaning towards taking Cleveland on that one. That was almost my NBA free play for you guys, taking Cleveland on the road against Minnesota. But like I said, the line movements on, now that we're on it, and let me check what the status of Ayton for the NBA today. Hold on. Aiton's injuries on the board. I just refreshed it, see if it's updated. Yeah, he's still questionable for tonight. So, hopefully, like I said, he'll play, and -4, we can catch that late game tonight. So, again, this is Raphael Spurs from DocSports.com. Hoping you guys are having a fantastic Friday, a great weekend of us. We have a whole bunch of action going aboard all day on Saturday. UFC, boxing, one college football, a whole bunch of college basketball tomorrow. Numbers are coming out as we speak. NBA on the board. So, should be a fun and exciting game. Let's get with let's see with Chad. Chad, what's going on? Any thoughts? And there will be a line movement and a total for Monday Night Football. It's interesting because it's a really good game. So I would not be shocked if we see some kind of a little bit of line movement on that game with what the total is 51.5, 51. Opened up at 52. I think if it does do anything, I think it climbs down. I don't think it moves up. So I think if it can, I would not be shocked if it ends up around 50.5, 51. But like I said, it started off with 52 and it got quickly bet down to 51.5. So there's some 51s on it. I think if there is, I think it continues to go down, but nothing significant. I think it may be just a half a point or a point. I don't think we're going to see 2-point line movement on the total for Monday night, but it should be a fantastic game. Lorenzo, how you feeling? Today, big homie, any thoughts on the Boise State -15 against Prairie View? A little bit too high on that one. I looked at that one. I actually passed on college basketball for Docs. I was looking at a couple ones, line movement. But Boise State opened up at 15.5 or 16, moved it to 15.5. Total has been pretty stagnant. I almost wanted to play the over on 139. I think that's if I had to look at something, I might look at the total on that one. Numbers just a tad, right? I mean, let's face it, Lorenzo, Boise wins this game, but I think we should see some points in this one. Nova, Pistons versus Pelicans. I actually kind of like the Pelicans. I just didn't want to lay to 6.5. I was hoping it would be at 5.5. I think we're going to see a lot of points scored. Both teams don't play that much defense. Really like the way Ingram has been playing on offense. So Pelicans should win that one. Now they cover. I just didn't want to lay to 6.5, so maybe look at Detroit. But what? Detroit's 10 straight, 11 straight? I want nothing to do with them. So if this number drops, then I would say, yeah, take the Pelicans, but I just don't see it dropping to 6 or anything lower than 6. So I would say probably just pass that one, but we should see a lot of points scored on that game. Nova. Lorenzo, also, you got the best show out there. Keep doing. Thanks, Lorenzo. Thanks for the kind words. I'm glad you watch. I'm glad you always fire away. So you have some great questions throughout the 3 days we do the show too. So thanks for throwing in fantastic questions. Much love for you, Lorenzo. Have a great weekend. Cash big. Chad, what's going on? Thanks. I like the over. I do too. I'm probably going to bet that I'm not going to lie. That was probably going to be my free play on Monday, Chad, but I didn't want to announce it a bit too soon because I think, like I said, I think this total drops just a tad to like 50. I don't see 49.5. I don't see anything lower than 50, but I would not be shocked if it's 50, 51 or 50, 50.5 or 51. I like the over in all three of those numbers, but I agree with you, Chad, on that one. So hopefully we both cash tickets, but let's get going with our video free play in the NFL right now. We already did the NBA one, the Phoenix Suns -4 tonight, even though maybe no Ayton tonight, but we don't care just because I think Phoenix has enough depth on their bench and still have some great players on the team. I think they still get the cover. NFL, I'm sorry. It's the late game. It's the Green Bay Packers. It's the Chicago Bears. And the reason why Aaron Rodgers said he still owns Chicago and he ain't taking those words back because he does own Chicago. And I would not be shocked if Green Bay Packers win by 17 or 20 or even 24 points. They're going to lay the hammer on Chicago Bears. I want nothing to do with the Chicago Bears. I know like the rookie quarterbacks playing this game, that's probably worse for them. Green Bay's on the roll. They know Monday night's a big game for them to watch. What if Arizona loses on Monday night? They can still get home field in the NFC. It's just too big for them. And I just continue to say, hey, you know what? Green Bay's 21-7 against the spread against the Chicago Bears. They're 4-1 against the spread at home in their last 5 games against the Chicago Bears. I want nothing to do with Chicago in this game, but Green Bay is going to beat them badly, I do believe. So that's my video NFL free play for you guys. Take the Green Bay Packers against the Chicago Bears. Don't tell any of my uncles who still live in Chicago. Take them 12.5. I would not be shocked if we see 13s by sometime tomorrow, sometime Sunday. I would not be shocked if this one closes 2 touchdowns at 14. I just don't see that much bear money coming in on that one. So that's my NFL free play for you guys. Take the Green Bay Packers minus 12.5 against the Chicago Bears, and then NBA free play for you is take the Phoenix Suns minus 4 tonight. As well. So that's what I'm throwing out. Let's talk about some UFC stuff for you. It should be a fantastic UFC 269. Don't forget, also tomorrow night, I think it's on ESPN Plus. Richard Comey, Lomachenko on boxing. Can't wait to watch that game. Diamond and Oliveira. I like the Diamond on this one. The numbers moving upwards. He opened up around minus 150, quickly got bet down. Now it's moving back up. I think since weigh in. I would say take the Diamond Poirier. I would say minus 140, 145, 150. I wouldn't take him any higher than minus 150 just because I don't like to take that big of money lines on UFC or UFC. So I would say take Dustin the Diamond Poirier minus 150 or lower. But I think he wins this fight. I think it's his time to be the true champion in that division. So I'm excited to watch that one. UFC 269 main event should be fantastic. If Sean O'Malley wins pretty easily, he's minus 320. It would not be shocked if that one goes all the way up to minus 330 on that game, on that fight as well. So it should be a fantastic card. I can't wait to watch UFC 269. But Dustin Poirier is my play for you, Nova. Hopefully you cash. Hopefully you like that as well, Nova, so we can cash tickets together. But that's my pick. Chad, I love the pick as much as I'm scared of double digits in the NFL. I'm terrified of double digits in the NFL, but it's a division rival. What's Green Chicago beat them at Soldier Field, and we all know what Aaron Rodgers said. And then the other day, he didn't back down on what he said. I think that's the reason why I like that play, because I think Aaron Rodgers knows he needs to put out a big showing, because then everyone's going to make fun of him about not taking those words back and what he said in Soldier Field. So I'll lay. I 110 agree with you. I hate laying that big of a number, especially in the NFL. Especially this year, we've seen some crazy things in the NFL. But this is Aaron Rodgers, and I think he's going to blow up the Chicago Bears defense. So that's what I'm thinking of. But like I said, we'll go back to UFC. It should be a fantastic card. I think there's a good 4 or 5 matches that I think are going to be really good to watch. I still can't believe the Josh Emmett Dan Ainge fight is so late in a fight. This could be easily a fight night co-main event. So that's how deep this card is. Eric Anders, Andrew Muniz is a late, it's an early ESPN Plus fight. So that's crazy. But again, don't forget Saturday's boxing with Lomachenko and Comey. I think that's a great fight. Donaire is fighting on that card as well. I think that should be a fun fight to watch. So Saturday night is going to be crazy because we have boxing and UFC pretty much in the same time. So I'm kind of glad that there's no bowl games this year, just that one Navy game and Army, because I'll be watching a lot of fights and college hoops and NBA and NHL on Saturday night, so I can at least block out and say, hey, I don't have college football to worry about. So it should be fun. But let's get into more NFL action with you guys. Just fun times to go in there. Chad, another game I'm looking at for you guys, Baltimore, Cleveland. Big game. Now it's still 2.5s out there. Here's another one. Make sure you get the best number, because if you're looking to bet the Cleveland Browns, why would you lay 3 when you can get 2.5 on that? And if you're looking for Baltimore, get that plus field goal, because if you lose by a field goal, you get a push. But I like Cleveland in this spot. I'm not sold on Baltimore. They just put too much pressure on Lamar Jackson, and then we all know about their offense is just struggling to be able to run the ball consistently besides Lamar Jackson. So I would not be shocked if Cleveland takes them. And they're coming off a bye week as well. Maybe Baker Mayfield got some of his Band-Aids taken off. So hopefully I think that should be a kind of a fun game to watch. I'm looking to take Cleveland in that match. So hopefully we can get that one. And then another one, Buffalo-Tampa, should be a very interesting game. The late, I guess that's probably the late TV game, Buffalo at Tampa. Tampa time, 3.5. Totals 53.5. We should see a lot of points scoring this one. You figure Buffalo barely could score at home in that wind and snow. Now they get to go to Florida, where it's probably going to be nice and all that. So you think they'll be able to run their offense. You figure Tom will be able to throw 2 or 3 touchdowns in that game as well. So I'm looking to bet the over and Tampa on that one. I think Buffalo loses again. I'm not sold on Buffalo. I just said this to a couple of media spots yesterday and today that I would not be shocked if Baltimore and Buffalo don't make the playoffs. Both of them are coming off some bad losses. And I just think the way they're playing and the way some teams are playing better than them. If Cincinnati wins this game this week against San Francisco, and let's say Baltimore loses again, now they both have 5 losses. So it'd be very interesting to see who's going to win the AFC North. Even though Pittsburgh lost again, but they're pretty much still in it. Maybe mentally, man, physically, but it should be interesting. Lindsay, any thoughts on the Saints Jets? Saints need the game. I really want to say take the Saints on this one, but they're just so banged up. Now they have guys on COVID who are not playing. I just not sold. The quarterback still has an injured pinky, so how's he's or injured middle finger, so how's he going to be able to throw the ball? I just think they have too many injuries. I would not be shocked if the Jets win this one. I'm a little bit shocked that the number is still 5.5, 6. I thought it was sure come down with all the injuries and COVID that the Saints have. I'm looking to play the Jets on this one. I'm going to wait to see if I can get more than 6. So right now it's 5.5 and 6, but I want nothing to do with the Saints right now. Too many injuries, too many COVID issues, quarterback issues. Their defense is on the field a lot. That's why I think they give up a lot of points in the second half. So I want nothing to do with the Saints. Even though I'm not saying the Jets are the better team, I just think what the Saints have dealt with all season long. I know Kamara, so he's probably going to play. Taysom Hill's probably going to be the quarterback, but he's not healthy. So I just want nothing to do with them right now. I mean, on paper, if Kamara plays and Hill can throw the ball and run the offense, then yeah, I think they win. But again, no Cam Jordan, some still key pieces missing because of COVID. I just can't put my hard-earned money on the Saints. Again, I'm looking to see if I can get 6 or higher on the Jets. If I were now, every time I have to hear Saints fans are thinking about, oh, we're going to get Russell Wilson next year. Oh, like I don't know where Russell Wilson's going, but last time I checked, the Saints are still really bad on the cap right now. Thanks for chiming on in, Lorenzo. Chef, what's going on? Any thoughts on the Lakers -5? I don't know. The old Lakers played last night, so do you really want to play with them? Come back with them again? I kind of like the over. That was my YouTube free play this morning. Take the over. I think it was 217, 218. I don't have it in front of me. I just want nothing to do with the Lakers right now. Their defense is not playing. I mean, granted, they were playing pretty good coming into this game, but man, they let the Memphis Grizzlies score 108 points on them yesterday. I know there were 3 out of the last 4 games have gone under. And see back-to-back road wins. One against Toronto, and the other one I think was the Pistons. I think it was the Pistons, but I just like the way they're playing. And one thing about Memphis or OKC, we know they can give up points. We saw 152 points that the Grizzlies put up on them, so that's why I like the over in that one. If I'm not mistaken, Okeem on paper, but that's why I like the over more than anything on that one. There's no way I can play the Lakers, especially coming off back-to-back nights with those old legs, but. If I had to choose a side, maybe take OKC plus the points, but I think there's more value on the over. Actually, now it's 4. So if you like the Lakers, maybe keep on waiting because now it's pretty much 4.5 out there. There's no 5. So, Chef, maybe see if you like the Lakers, see how low that total goes. You still have a couple hours before that game tips off. But for me, I kind of like the total more than anything on the side. So hopefully you make the right decision. Hopefully you cashed big tonight, Chef. But thanks for the question. Thanks for chiming on in. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully you guys cash big. Don't forget to we'll be back on Monday with the Monday night show. It should be fantastic. Monday Night Football game. We'll talk some prop bets, and we'll start talking about bowl games next week too. Don't forget bowl games are starting next week on the 17th. So we have 7 days before that one. Pringo, I like Buffalo will pull the upsets. I guess you're talking to Buffalo Bills. You know what they need to. This is a big game for them. I can't see them losing back-to-back games. I would not be shocked if they play one of their better games because they're on the road. You don't have to hear about the Monday night game against the Patriots. You don't have to hear about that. Sometimes getting away from home after a bad loss at home is the best thing for you. But I kind of like the Tampa Tom a little bit on this. I like the total a little bit more, but you're playing Tampa Tom. It's just hard for me to bet against Tampa Tom. Just like I try to bet against Nick Saban the other day, and he looked deep into my soul and deep into my wallet against Georgia and took my soul and my wallet. So there's a couple of people I'm tired of losing to. So, but good luck, Pringo. Hopefully you cash big on that one. Chad, cash tickets and have a profitable weekend. Thanks, Chad. Hope you have a great weekend and cash some big tickets. Any NHL puck line picks, please. I played 2 of them, didn't I? Hold on. I think it was what did I didn't play. I didn't play Florida on puck line. There's no way I can lay a puck line or anything. I know Arizona's garbage, but that's just too high. I figured Colorado should win on a puck line, but I actually kind of like Washington -140 at home against Pittsburgh. That was one I was looking at. I kind of like the under in the Winnipeg Vancouver game. If you get 6, I think it's good value on that one. I wanted to play the over in the Golden Knights game when it was 5.5 yesterday, but quickly got moved to 6. Still kind of like the over. That one screams 5-2 for some odd reason. So those I'm leaning towards Chef on the NHL chops left. That got me to. It did. So I'm still kind of mad at Saban for steering into my soul and taking my money out of my wallet. But you guys all have a fantastic weekend. It's 30 minutes has passed. How quickly 30 minutes passes when we talk shop with you guys. Love you guys all. Have a fantastic, fantastic weekend. Stay safe. And please, please, please don't bet what you don't have. And have a great weekend, everybody.